I think I know part of her backstory. She's pen pals with Jury. They follow each other on social media. That's who Jury is texting.
Whom she saw as a role model, but Heihachi vanished after his defeat by Kazuya
Because they got to be a menace to their own society in whichever game they're in.
The King of Iron Fist tournament in order to choose a new head of the organization. Reina entered the tournament to take over the Mishima Zaibatsu and carry on her father's legacy.
お父様、私が必ず三島財閥を手に入れてみせます。
Yeah, but how did you get the devil gene, woman? We need to talk.
Yeah, I'm curious about that myself.
Jordan's over here. I was never big on the MVC games. I didn't grow up with them. No, to be fair, I didn't grow up with them either, actually. I got first introduced to the MVC games from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fated 2 Worlds when it released. Because that was fucking big fucking news when it dropped the first time. Because, you know, everybody's fucking had been talking about MVC 2 for fucking shit, what, a decade?
About 2 decades by this one,
That's why I was asking. That was a question mark.
Yeah, like about 2 decades by this one.
No, I'm saying from 2 to 3.
From the time frame from 3 to 2.
Yeah. I'd say it was like 10, 12 years, somewhere in that ballpark. Oh! Oh! That fucking just sweet kicked the front of his face.
My snoot!
See, like,
yeah.
The Jordan's over here is like, oh, well, I really couldn't do it because, like, you know, my parents are very strict. Well,
I'm sorry your parents were not fun.
Well, it's not even so much that. It's like, so, like, MVC2 didn't have a wide fucking, like, release at the home console. Like, it was largely relegated to the arcades and shit like that.
That's not true, actually.
No, I'm saying it did have a release, but that's not where it got popular.
Oh, well, yeah. It was super popular in arcades. I mean, all the games were super popular in arcades because it's the arcade.
Well, not only that, but it's like, you gotta look at the home releases too. Because, like, the PlayStation port of MVC is kind of garbage, and then it was missing the frame feature completely.
Yep, but, yeah, well, it did miss a lot of the features, a lot of frames, a lot of everything. But everyone knows, like, the PlayStation port for, the PlayStation port for MVC2 was bad. Everyone knows the Dreamcast version was the superior variant.
There was a superior one, but there was stuff that you could do in the Dreamcast one that you couldn't do in the cabinet.
Well, the cabinet and, cabinet versus the home release.
Yeah. But yeah. Like, it still had to sacrifice some of the stuff because it couldn't do everything the cabinet could.
And then we got the re-release and stealth assassination of it when it came to the PS3.
Well,
they released it for the PS3 and then straight up assassinated it. Like, oh no, we just remove it from the store and all that. So
well,
like,
that was
why?
Their fault. To be fair, that was contract, 100%. It's kind of like the resell thing, which a lot of people sit there and bitch and moan about resell, which I don't really understand. Like, they kind of describe TMNT Turtles trying to resell as kind of like a heartless remake, and I can't say I agree with that. Like, it wasn't as iconic, but on the same token, it's like, I've played fucking both Rebuild and Turtles in time, so... Nope, stop that. Fighting too many of you, damn!
Kali always seems to want to play Victor. But, yeah, the fact that they took it out so quickly, people had to buy that as immediately and showed Capcom, yeah, they actually want this. How are we going to be able to give it to them? You can just give it to us. sort out your stuff, stop fucking
Well,
around.
this is also like in the middle of fucking like Marvel going through one of the highest fucking periods ever in a long time. So they didn't really want to fucking get into the money on that.
True, but that was during the PS3 era when everything was technically working for. Well,
you gotta remember
late
how
generation
long this Marvel run is long. It's like it started about 3 and it's been going into the 4 and now it's kind of tampering off in the 5 era.
It's Marvel 2, 3, and Infinite. Yeah, Ultimate Marvel got a port to the 4 and 5. Infinite also got the port to the 4 and 5. And now we're finally going to be able to get all the previous Marvel games. Which is fucking fine because like the Marvel licensing was questionable to say the questionable and problematic when it comes to like trying to get MVC 2. Hell, half the stuff in MVC 3 almost didn't happen. Like we almost didn't get Storm, Sentinel, and Magneto.
Yeah. And that still kind of makes me sad because the whole thing with, you know, what they did for MVCI, and like, they really did kind of put that everything out to die, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that was in a different transition of Disney trying to acquire the rights to Marvel.
Well, it was that. Yes, no. There was also the whole fucking thing where it was like that was also Marvel fucking dealing with that thing. Where it was like around that time they were also trying to push the Inhumans.
Get ready for the next
battle.
And
But no one. It's the obvious. No one really wants the Inhumans. They're just lesser versions of the X-Men.
Well, no. The problem
in most cases.
Yeah. Well, the problem with the Inhumans is not so much that what it's like how they get their powers.
Fight.
So like a lot of times fucking by fucking large, like a lot of the mutants didn't even want their powers. You get characters like Rogue, fucking Lee, and other characters like, you know, I'd fucking rather be human kind of deal.
Yeah, but
where it's like it was almost a privilege to be an Inhuman.
Yeah, because like, with that they have like this chemical agent that causes, mutations in their body to give them whatever their current power is. And it's like, it's one of those, it's a super rare thing for someone to actually be born with a human.
It's like, you know, it was almost a fucking a royal commitment kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, if you're an Inhuman, it was a great honor kind of thing, whereas like mutants never had that association.
Yeah, and the fact that you look down on the mutant population, just like, how, why? That's a little bit, it's one of those, it's an ass backwards kind of thing to me.
Pretty much, that's what it was. The Inhumans were ass backwards.
Yeah, and they're looking down on the music. Oh, you guys were born with their powers. Like, okay, you should be whatever. It's, yeah, like they're looking down on them. Your mutations are caused by a chemical that you develop, versus actually being born with any of their natural abilities.
I mean, technically, it's the same thing in a different flavor. That's all it is. It's like technically they both have chemicals that make them what they are. But plot.
But it's more of an outside agent versus an actual internal one.
No, agreed. This is odd, but okay. Oh, okay, I guess I see where they're going with this. Who's being me? Know your place, dog!
Like she's a Yakuza boss or some shit.
Damn! Alright, Kuma.
頭が高い。身の程を知れ、雑魚が。邪魔だ。
I am the head of this household. I shall lead this clan into a new era.
Look at me, look at me. I am the Mishima now.
Yeah, I saw the fucking Hayachi in the moon.
The man in the moon?
I swear to God he was there if you look at the footage.
You sure you're not tripping, Das? There's no man in the moon. There's no man in the moon, Das. You're seeing things. 2319, 2319.
Honestly, it actually kind of looks like a Kuma in the moon.